If you're over 40 or you're still within 30 to 40 years old and you want to start a YouTube channel, but you still do not feel confident in speaking and talking to the camera, well, all hope is not lost. A faceless YouTube channel is just like any other YouTube channel. The only difference is that you're not going to use your face to record the video. So you're not going to do what I'm doing right now because this is my branded channel. I want my face to be known. That is why I'm using my face. But I do have a faceless YouTube channel where I make documentaries, a billionaire, an entrepreneur, a brand, or an event, and then I use footages, clips, text, icons, and then news media to back up whatever script that I have and then share the information genuinely from my heart. Regardless of the path you want to take, you still want to be very authentic and to be very helpful. Even if you're providing entertainment, you still want to be very helpful to those who are watching the video. So I want to guide you on how to get started if you're over 40. So the first thing you need to do is to pick an interest. Now remember, I did not say pick a niche. Picking a niche is one of the mistakes you can make when you're starting any type of YouTube channel. Why? Why? Because human beings, I mean your target audience, those who are going to watch your videos, they do not have just one interest. There's nobody that loves only sports in this life. And I've not seen anybody who loves only football. They do not like any other. They don't like golf. They don't like cricket. They don't like polo. I'm sure you know a lot of people who have multiple interests and they are willing to pursue all of this. That is also the way you should approach your faceless YouTube channel. Instead of picking a niche, maybe in the sporting niche, you decide to talk about football. Instead of doing that, pick an interest. So what's the difference? When someone is interested in something, it means they will not be pigeonholed into one topic. For example, I love business stories, entrepreneur stories, business cases, and the rise and fall of companies. And I do those on my YouTube channel as well. But I'm also interested in how businesses grow, how they raise funds, the salaries of CEOs. You can see that all of these are adjacent. They are of interest to me. So when I start a YouTube channel today, I will not just focus that channel on talking about businesses that failed. If I do that, I'm boxing myself in a container. I'm preventing myself from expanding and from scaling. Here's what you're going to do without going overboard. So if you're going to be talking about sports, for example, let's say you're going to be talking about the footballers and how they are being signed and how much they make. So your first 5 videos could be about Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, and other footballers. But you also talk about their lifestyle, their net worth, where they invest their money, what they do after they are done with football. You know, those kind of things. These are all interest-based topics. Those who watch your video about Ronaldo and how much he makes will also be interested in knowing how Ronaldo invests his money. So you pick a topic where the interest is broad enough. That is why I love sports. I love business. I love food. Imagine if you started a food channel today and you're only going to be making tacos. You're going to be very limited. You're going to be doing yourself a huge disservice because how many videos can you possibly make about tacos? Of course, it's wide. Every video seems like you're repeating yourself over and over again. So don't do that. Pick an interest-based topic and then run with it. The second thing you need to do is to forget what the experts are telling you. They're saying that you should look for videos, outliers. I mean, videos that got more views than the number of subscribers on that channel. And then you make your own version. But there's something they're not telling you. Remember this. YouTube was not designed for you to really blend in. Like you see a topic that performs well, you copy it, and then you make your own. What you're supposed to do, what artists do, yes, they do, they steal, they copy. But there's a way they do. They are also creators. When I copy an idea from Vox channel, or from Ali Abdal, for example, I will not make my video on that same exact topic verbatim. I would take the concept, I would take the angle, and then I would approach my own topic from a unique perspective. Can I give you an example? If I watched a video that talked about Elon Musk and why the Cybertruck is not selling as it's supposed to, now it is very clear to me now that that topic is very hot. There's a lot of interest in that topic, but I will not take the same title, the same thumbnail that the person I copied it from used. What I will do is that now that I understand that the topic is very hot, I will research that topic from a different angle that hasn't been covered already. If the original creator approached the video from the aspect of Cybertruck is not selling in the US, in Europe. I will approach it from why people do not want to buy the Cybertruck. And then I will look at the numbers. I will break down the figures and really place them side by side to see the underlying reason why Cybertruck isn't selling. And then I will also look at Elon Musk's stand in all of this. So you see, when you approach topics, the same topic that have gone viral, with your own unique twist, that is where you get the result that you need. When the original creator sees you, they don't just see you as a cheap copycat. And your audience also do not see you as a cheap copycat. They see you as someone who is very creative. Remember, you are a creator. So when you take a topic, you create it in your own way. There's a uniqueness to you, and that is what makes people to follow you and to subscribe to your channel. They wouldn't have subscribed to your channel if they knew that you're going to be sharing the same topic that Ali Abdal, Alex Omozi will be sharing in the exact same way. Nobody will do that because these are giant creators. So instead of them following you, they will rather follow the original creators who knows how to do those things well. So that is why to stand out and stop copying verbatim, you need to really identify your edge. What do you know how to do very well? Maybe you are a very good storyteller. Maybe you know how to really simplify things. You take a complex topic and then you break it down. You break it down for your audience to understand it as though they are in 5th grade or something like that. So if you're over 40 and you want to start your Tasteless YouTube channel, make sure you pick a topic of interest. And that interest should be broad enough to accommodate a lot of other adjacent topics. And then make sure you're not copying outliers verbatim. When I say verbatim, you're not copying it word for word or copying the exact angle the original creator used. You can take the topic and then add a twist, make it better, make it longer, make it shorter. Just use a different format in creating it. The end goal is for you to still remain a creator who is very creative. That is how you can grow a profitable YouTube channel even in this competitive age of AI.